Star Showdown. A rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas A&M Aggies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison, it is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Right side, it's Carr. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, they had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
And they're not on the same page there.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Complete in the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Running the red zone, it's Henderson. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. On the run, it's Edwards. He's got enough. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Got maybe a yard, third down and 9 coming. Third and long right here. Calls his own number. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Out wide right, it's Henderson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday. What an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. Plows through the defense. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Trying to squeak through the pile. Jukes his way for more. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The Longhorns are flying down the field. Snagged in the middle. It's shot. And he's stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Back's got it on the screen. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good
oh, out of space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. From the gun, it's Edwards. They put the brakes on him.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The fake and wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Makes the tackle.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You can tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Fighting off the defender. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baker. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on second down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Comes down, it's Henderson. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Longhorn. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Perkins. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to...
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. And made sure that one fell incomplete.
The run inside. It's Henderson. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking to the big tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And this offense just keeps putting it together, man. Like, they have not been stopped very often. Another play in the passing game. This defense, they've got to find something, and they've got to find it fast. Like, halftime is a little ways away. They got to make some adjustments right now.
Going to the run, it's Henderson. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for space, it's Carr. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Texas! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 28-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Handoff to the single back. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll run him again. Uh-oh, look out. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Right side, it's Armstrong. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the Nevada Wolfpack. And it's the Mustangs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
And the returner is stopped.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
The Aggies are facing 3rd and inches. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. This is a designed run. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Needs it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Just going to keep it after the snap. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Running inside, it's Edwards. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards, and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Finds him out of the backfield. Across the 35. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. Wrestled down at the 26, it's a gain of 4.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Long drive here. Play number 12 coming up for this offense. Enough to move the chains. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Keeping his eyes downfield. Fires into the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this 2nd half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard.
Oh, the ball squirts out. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there in that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Lockett. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. There he goes. He's at the 50. At the 30. Inside the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And how about this, man? Picking up right where they left off, putting up points, being explosive, being a threat. You thought at half maybe the defense would come up with some answers. So far, 1st drive, no answers to be found.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better way to finish an 81-yard touchdown run. Looks like he's going to bring it out. rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quick give. It's Edwards. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. It's complete to the left. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Tells the run, wants to pass. Buying time to his right. Out wide right, it's Edwards. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Hits inside, it's Edwards. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And now on 3rd down after that last run. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Still looking. Looking left. Wide open downfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Trying to burn this defensive back. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Here comes the Texas offense. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Motion. They'll go to the counter. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Give to the running back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The handoff. Breaks into the open.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And they'll take a knee. Long way to go on 2nd down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking up and getting the victory over the Aggies. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.